Apparently the volume went down.
You have the
Sorry.
the gung ho, the get up and go.
Okay, so it's well the
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Is somebody gonna tell
Broad
me what the hell's
daylight,
going on?
crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
all right.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Oh come on, we're trying to solve something.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
We are working. Thank you. Wait, what is this? No, I just did that. What is that? Oh.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Ah, keep doing that.
You're a couple of slates short of a pull.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
I'm Officer Phelps, Mitt.
Stop.
I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Clovis. Galleta.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Alright. I should have went with my first instinct. So I was right before.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
I don't know if she, I mean, does she yet? Could we search her?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He showed me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other.
That sounds more like it.
Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Okay. That sounds more like the truth.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Can we go look? You think I don't know. Well. Oh wow, I'm stupid. Okay, it's telling me.
You're making me angry, Miss Goleta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Goleta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
I don't. I'm pressing 1.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Goleta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Detective clues with more. Okay. Oh, I didn't ask. Did I? Well.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Probably not. Well, I don't know.
Seems irrelevant.
Okay, apparently it automatically turns around.
Hey, I think I see a body.
Oh, really? Okay, so something about a bin. Oh, yep, she was right.
FN Browning, serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Stop that game.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Let's go to this first. That was your fault.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Were we just here?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu.
Oh.
Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
I mean, he just whatever. That's definitely. Where's the car? Oh, it's over here. Sorry. Oh, wait a minute. I never actually. Whoops.
Have you got something against the siren?
Shit!
That was. I want to actually.
Sir, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him.
Oh,
for you.
wow. He's gonna run. He's gonna run.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Kalu, get back here!
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Ah, I keep doing that.
What the heck?
That's one heck of a
Next
gun.
time, you're mine.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Damn these modern times.
What? Oh, shit. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Don't tell me I have to do the whole thing over again.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Go.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Kalu, get back here!
Jesus H. Christ!
Legs are running.
I thought. What did it say? I thought. Am I not supposed to shoot him?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Do I not shoot then?
Kalu, get back here!
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress.
Stop or I will shoot!
That's all I had to do.
Edgar Kalu, You're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never saw.
We'll do one more
The
after
one
this.
that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Oh my god. I'm nervous.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help
Doesn't
you, Mr.
deserve
Kalu.
coffee.
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Argument with Gage.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Need a judge. I don't think. Is it I? Careful use of. Oh my god. Let's try that. He's lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't
I
prove
figured
anything.
it was. Okay, that was.
You got nothing,
What?
boy chick. You're gonna be laughed right out of court. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
How?
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
How was he lying? Evidence. I don't see how. I mean, how was he telling the truth? I mean,
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
okay, I'm gonna say no. It's not doubt. What?
I don't know why I'm bothering to try to help you here, Mr. Kalu. I I could stand in front of the grand jury and say that you showed no remorse. The defendant is a cold-blooded killer.
Very good, boy chick. Kiss my ass. I know what you're doing. I think I'll wait for my lawyer to get here before I make any kind of statement.
No!
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Oh my god.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
How? Why is this so hard? Well, what? It wasn't doubt because I got rid of it. Or is it different?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
You're not getting one.
The lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store.
Skip it.
You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Maybe doubt? I'm scared. I don't have any more of the... What are you doing? No! What are we doing?
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5
I'm gonna
rounds
say doubt.
in Gage's back.
It's hard.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Alright, 2. It's... I don't know what else to say. Well, I did just say eliminate. What?
So you shot this guy over the sale of a watch.
You think Jewish people are going to continue to take it lying down?
I've tried every one.
Straight and orderly lines to
I
the
said
ovens?
lie at first.
Not
How
this
is that?
heap. I say enough is enough. No more. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
So he is lying, I guess.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage.
Yes.
And we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Alright. You know what? I think... That doesn't really...
You got
What?
nothing, boy chick. You're gonna be laughed right out of court.
Are you kidding me?
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles.
How was
We're
it?
done. Unless
Shut
you want to keep
up.
making a schmuck
How
of
was-
yourself.
Oh my god.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store.
So
you put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
So he's lying. Come on, he's lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
What if... Okay, so... That doesn't explain anything. Wait.
We know all
Yes!
about the argument. Miss Goleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Possible religious motive.
Let's change the subject.
Nice.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, sure. I'm kind of nervous.
I'm done with you.
What?
Go flap your gums somewhere else.
Oh my God.
I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in
Well,
circles.
I got
We're
one
done.
right, finally.
Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
God, this is stupid.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Alright, I'm going to cut the recording session just for a second. And then I'll be back.